What's up guys, I'm Random Frank P, here with our top 10 cool tech under $50 for all of 2023, highlighting the top 10 products that you guys purchased from our cool tech under 50 episodes for the entire year. What that means is I went through and checked the analytics for all of our cool tech under 50 episodes, and I've compiled a list of the top 10 most purchased and most popular products from the series. If you see anything you like to have them all listed for you guys in the description down below so you can check them out. This video is really a sort of a hack for you guys to buy some things for somebody else coming up, acting as a good sort of gift idea or some things to add to your wish list. Kicking off right now for the number 10 spot is from our episode of Cool Tech Under 50 back in September, also from our back to school tech video. And that's the 65 watt basis charging station, which is a 6-in-1 charger with multiple different inputs, has a built-in surge protector. You can do things like power on or off and enable different charging speeds by the touch sensitive button up top. And this really nifty retractable USB-C cable for fast charging your MacBook Pro, for example. This much power in a compact brick is definitely convenient, and it's just around 50 bucks for your desktop's new best friend. So taking a closer look, there's a lot going on for such a small footprint. Built into the four sides are 3 outlets with a socket on the left, right, and back side. They're all rated for 125 volts at 1600 watts, while the front has 2 USB-Cs, including that 30-inch retractable cable, both rated at 65 watts fast charging, and there's an additional USB-A port as well. To protect your devices, the power strip automatically cuts off power if power over 1625 watts is detected, from which you can safely turn back on the power strip to enable the charging station again. What's also really cool is depending on what devices you're charging, it'll allocate sufficient power to a certain device. Like if you just plug in your laptop, you'll get that full 65 watts. If you're using both USB-Cs, it'll split that between 45 watts and 25 watts, so you're still getting the most out of it. The price is really fair for this. You'll see it's usually at around $55, but Amazon has a coupon to knock that price down. It's 10% off typically, which brings it right to $50. For number 9 from July's episode, this is a really cool desktop lamp. And it may look familiar from when I showed it off in last year's back to school tech video as well, but it's dropped in price now to under 50 bucks for the series. One of the cool things about this is the built-in digital clock on the rotating lamp head. So depending on how you have this angled or where you're sitting, you have that clock there right at a glance for you, but that's not all. The base of the lamp has all your touch controls. So there's a touch slider. This lets you adjust the brightness of the lamp. Above that is the color temperature for adjusting between a really warm looking light or a cool glow or a middle daylight color option. Then at the top is an auto mode button. This uses a built-in sensor to get an ambient reading of the room, then it'll adjust the light accordingly for you and your setup. Personally, I think it's a really cool lamp configuration when you have the clock facing you and it's throwing light onto the wall behind it when the lamp facing in. And overall, it's a really nice soft glow. It's not harsh or anything like that, but I'm just digging the way they have this all designed. There is an app if you want to control the light remotely, but I just downloaded it to sync the clock and then deleted it, so yeah. Overall, the sleek look mixed with the practical and useful features here, this could definitely be a solid pickup to add to your desk or your bedroom. Number 8 brings something from November's episode, which is crazy because it's only been live for a month now and already cracked the top 10. These are for those who really like the Govee Glide or the Nanoleaf Lion RGB lights. You want to add some decor to your room or your setup, but you don't want to break the bank. These RGB wall lights come in at just $40, taking advantage of a generous Amazon deal where they retail for $60, but they also have a 30% coupon code. Now you can add these to your wall in a ton of different configurations and designs, taking advantage of the 18-piece kit. They're nice and lightweight, so once you have them on your wall, you can use the included 3M adhesive and they'll stay put. And there's an app you can download to change up the colors and effects, but it also comes with a remote, which I much prefer. That lets you control the modes, the colors, speed, brightness, there's even music modes, so the lights will pulse along to the beat of the audio in your room. And you can get really creative with your designs and how you want this laid out or where you want it mounted. And like I said, versus its competitors, I'm really impressed with the total package you get and just how it looks. Really impressive looking lights for under $50. Again, they're currently about $60, so don't be alarmed when you see the listing, but you can use that 30% coupon code to knock $20 off to bring it down to just $40. Now at the number 7 spot from January's episode, so the first showcase of 2023, this is the Opal from GLINet. This should probably pique everyone's interest. This is a secure, pocketable router to take with you on the go, but also has some really great features in case you want to use this at home as well. So this has 4 main uses right off the bat. You can use this wirelessly through your Wi-Fi and be a repeater, wired via LAN or WAN. It can act as a 3G or 4G USB modem, or it can tether directly to your phone over USB. But I can see the most common use case here being as a secure repeater with Wi-Fi. Now, why that's important and why it's a great thing to have is A, public connections are terrible and aren't secure. When you're traveling, whether at like an airport or in a hotel, I'm always wary of using their internet because of just how unsecure it is. But with the Opal, you can piggyback off their free Wi-Fi and use this as your own secure router now, and do things like have an active VPN running, or use things like OpenVPN, WireGuard, Tor, Cloudflare. All these things are supported directly onto the device. Another cool idea is to use this for when guests come over. Having this new secure router just for them to use makes it a lot easier so it's not clogging up your personal home Wi-Fi. Or hell, use this as your own gaming router so it has its own uninterrupted connection. It supports 52 devices connected simultaneously. The possibilities are really impressive. This model is the SFT1200, so it's an AC1200 dual band router with gigabit Ethernet, capable of nearly 900 megabits per second over 5 gigahertz. And even across the house, I was getting more than usable speeds. There's also an admin panel where you can go in and configure it and customize the Opal, from things like checking all the devices that are connected, setting up your firewall and VPNs, which are supported right onto the device. There's even a plugins tab where you can install other plugins, which is all beyond me and my knowledge, but you have that ability and that's what matters. Now, whenever you go for travel, you're always gonna have your own secure Wi-Fi with a ton of extra features. Number 6 is a hell of a deal. From the August episode is the Fifine Amplify SC3, a compact audio mixer with a lot of really cool and useful features for $50. Built onto the SC3 are 12 pad buttons with 4 sliders right in the middle. Then on the back side for your I/O, you have USB-C to connect it to your PC, a line out, headphone, line in, and a headset port, and a mic toggle there to go along with the XLR for your mic, between a dynamic and a condenser mic setting. So we're gonna head downstairs to the setup where I could show you this real time and demo it for you, which would make more sense to properly showcase this. Okay, so I'll do a quick run through of the Amplify SC3 for you guys. Once you have it powered on and configured for your mic, you'll see there's a few different things going on. This demo could be an hour, but I'm gonna keep it really tight and concise for you guys, just to give you a general idea of what it's all about. So you'll notice, first off, as I'm talking into the mic, up top I have 2 different volume level meters. These are giving me a real-time, rough estimation of how my volume levels are for both my mic and for a mic monitoring feature if I wanted to have in headphones so I could hear myself real time. Up here on the left, this is what is giving me, the idea of my mic levels. And with these dials, I can adjust this all real time on the fly to dial it in. And then, like I said, if you want more precise of an idea of how you sound, you can plug in with the headphone jack in the back and then monitor yourself real time with 0 delay. So you have that real time side tone so you can hear how you sound, not only for adjusting your actual mic levels, but with the few different effects that it has built in. So if I want it to be, nice and quiet in my ear, I can turn that down. You have those 4 dials here to adjust that stuff on the fly. This dial controls my mic gain. This controls the gain of the line in. This controls your headphone line in. And this controls your line out. Up top is your 48-volt phantom power button, so if your mic requires that, you can press that. This light button controls the built-in RGB lights, so as you can see, there's RGB on the pads here. There's an RGB light underneath for some underglow. It has this, it has like a breathing effect. There's some static colors as well, and you can turn it off. So you can decide whether you want this to be flashy, matching your setup if your setup's all blue, or just no colors at all. For electric, you have 12 different pitch correctors, pretty much acting as like auto-tune, for example, if you need that for whatever reason. You also have stuff like a voice change feature built in, so if you want to enable anything like this, you hold it in.
You'll see out of the 6, first up, we have like a male voice, which makes it very, very deep.
Female voice, which makes it very high-pitched. And you disable
these by pressing in the button as well. Then what's really cool is you see this custom A, B, C, and D buttons. These let you have custom loops acting as like a soundboard. And what's also really cool about that is, as you'll notice, Everything here is done real time on the device itself. There is no software needed for any of this. It's all done manually on the device. So to show you what these custom A, B, and C buttons do, just real quick, I'll turn on the voice thing.
You hold in the button to record, so I can say, "What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P."
Then you press that button again.
You hold in the button to record, so I can say, "What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P."
And you'll see it's all looped just like that for you. With the different effects, you can loop them with these 4 buttons, not only recording your voice, but you can use that line in to record sound effects or different soundboard stuff from your PC. So if you're using this for like, audio stuff or like music, you can use this to sample beats real time. You can record your own soundboard from the PC, then have them saved onto here and then loop them over. Really great for like, funny moments in gaming. If you're using this for streaming, podcasting, 4 on-the-fly looping buttons that you do not need software for. So a really cool device here from Fifine. It's only about $45 to $50 too, which is more than fair for what this is capable of. Comes with a black color option like we have, or a white color option. And again, for podcasting, gaming, talking to your friends, live streaming, it's very impressive what this is all capable of for that price point. Now at the halfway point of today's video, that's where our sponsor comes in, VIP or CD Key. If you've been finally looking to upgrade your PC and get it activated, you're tired of staring at that watermark, with VIP or CD Key, you could save on an official Windows 11 Pro activation key. And with VIPorCDKey.com, you could save 25% picking up an official activation key today. So over on VIP or CD Key, when you head to the Windows 11 Pro page, it'll be linked down below, it's currently at about $29, but using code VIPRandom will knock around $7 off to bring this to just about $22 instead. To redeem it, just head over to your account dashboard. You'll see it there right in your order history, so you can use that to now activate your Windows. The process is super easy. They do also have an activation tips button, which will sort of bring you through a step-by-step guide, which is definitely nice if you're new to this type of thing. But you can also just type in activation in your Windows search, copy and paste your key, and then bam, it's all done. The process from start to finish literally takes a minute. Now you can also use this code if you have Windows 10. So if you want to activate Windows 10 Pro, you can use that to then also get a free upgrade to Windows 11. So again, code VIPRandom saves you guys 25% at checkout. I'll have a link for you all listed in the description down below, as well as the coupon. Okay, so for the number 5 spot today is something that technically isn't even from Cool Tech Under 50, and it's technically not even tech. These were from our setups hack video we did over the summer, but they sold so well that they made their way onto this list at the number 5 spot amongst all the tech we've showcased this year. Being one of my favorite cable management tricks, these are reusable silicone and magnetic cable ties. They have so many uses, and I've actually bought a few packs, and they come in packs of 20 because they're just really versatile. I've used them for a while, and they found their way all around my studio and setup. So first, just taking a look at them, the loop cable tie is just over 7 inches in total length with a magnet on each side, so you figure around 3.5 inches when closed. And the magnet lets you do things like take it apart, wrap it around other cables numerous times, then snap the magnet back together so it locks it all into place nice and neatly. But where these have made their way into the majority of my setup is with hiding cables and keeping them behind my desk and out of sight. With the magnets, I can just snap them around a bunch of cables and then keep them together in one loop, then attach the cable to a leg so it'll just stay in place and be behind the leg so it's not visible. So whether it's for organizing cables in a drawer, a camera bag, your PC cables behind your desk, these are clutch and they're just around 15 bucks. From July's episode is the Fantic L1 Pro electric screwdriver for the number 4 slot. This has been super convenient for little jobs around the house where I don't need to, bust out the drill. The kit is perfect for my needs and it has a built-in LED screen to show you your bit direction, the torque power, and remaining battery life. I mean, for under $50, really tough to complain here. With the 6 gears, it's powerful enough to, mount a projector screen to the deck outside. From 6 Newton meters for those more heavy-duty drill needs, all the way down to 0.5 Newton meters at level 1 for things like a PC build or removing the panels of your case. They say it's delicate enough for a full PC build at level 1, but I'd avoid using this on like your motherboard, for example. I've used it on my PC, it worked just fine. I use it a lot for moving the panels on my case since it uses actual screws, but this is just great for little things like keyboard builds at level 1 as well. The head of the drill also has an LED to illuminate the area where you're drilling, comes with a nice carrying case and 14 different magnetic heads. It's just a hell of a pickup. Having this in a side drawer by the setup, I've used this way more than expected, and I'm glad I have it. Number 3 is also from July's episode, a little something for my coffee addicts out there, gotta have the morning brown. This is a smart coffee mug warmer, and I've showed off super basic ones in the past, and there's versions out there that are like $100 and up. This comes in just around $40, $45 and has some pretty cool features. So first up on the display, it shows you the current temperature of your mug, then your desired temperature that you can set it to underneath. Using the touch sensitive controls up top, that's how you can really dial in your temps. It's adjustable in steps of 1 degree from 105 all the way up to 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Now what I like is the fact that this turns on and only works when the mug is actively sitting on the base. So if it senses that the mug has been off the warmer for 15 minutes, it'll auto shut down. Or if the mug is left continually on the warmer for a span of 2 hours, say you forgot about it or something, it'll auto shut down as well, so it's not a hazard all day. The display gives you all your info. You have like a little status bar in the middle which shows you the surface level temperature as it heats up. Then the mug indicators obviously shows when the mug is detected, and then your temperature readings. Now this actually comes as a gift set. Inside the box, you get a mug, a topper, and a spoon, but you can use this warmer with any mug you have. I know for me, I have my go-to rotation of mugs that I only use. So as long as the bottom of your mug sits evenly on the hot plate, it'll work with this. But the fact they give you one included is definitely nice, and it does make as a really nice gift set for the holidays for someone who just needs that extra jolt in the morning. Again, for under 50 bucks, it's no surprise it was a big hit back in July's episode, and I expect this to sell pretty well for the holidays too. Now, winding down to the number 2 spot already, I thought this would be a cool little pickup for the winter months last year when I showcased these. Did not think they would sell like hotcakes, all puns intended there, because these are electric hand warmers. From company Okupa, which sounds like a Pokemon, these electric hand warmers give 16 hours of continuous heat and warmth, up to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Built in are 4 different heat levels, so you can adjust it if you want, but it's wintertime, it's freezing outside. If you're going around your college campus, walking to work in a city, out at a sporting event, anything like that outside in these winter months, it's obviously gonna be cold. But now, keep this in your pockets, clutch them, have nice warm hands keeping you toasty. And since the outside enclosure here is aluminum, you'll feel that heat a lot quicker and it'll stay warmer longer because of that. And honestly, the fact they are magnetic makes it as like a fun little fidget device, unintentionally, but hey. Now what's also cool is each one of these pieces is 5,000 milliamp hours, so total you have 10,000 milliamp hours of battery, and flipping open the rubber tabs on the side, there are 2 USB ports seated here. So that's how you charge them up, but also these double as a battery bank in a pinch, so you can charge your phone or charge other devices when you're out and about. So another great multi-use gadget, just keeps your hands warm, you can fidget around, and keeps your devices charged. Like I said, these were an absolute hit this year. I was really shocked when I was checking the affiliate dash for the roundup and saw how many of these we actually sold this year. But I mean, it makes sense, it's a great idea as a gift for someone as well. They come in a bunch of different colors and color combos, and their price fluctuates constantly for these, but they're frequently on sale between $30 to $40. Now, for a number 1 spot out of all of the cool tech under 50 from 2023, we have something that most of you out there can use, and I think is by far the most useful and versatile. This is a MorePilot portable air compressor with a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which gives you some really cool features for this on-the-go gadget you can keep in your car 24/7 just in case. So as an air compressor, this can act as a tire inflator for your car, your motorcycle, bike, a basketball, anything that needs air really. Included with the bundle are all these tips and nozzle accessories that you'll need for your various blowjobs. It does come with a carrying pouch as well, even a safety hammer tip for smashing glass. Again, for those just in case moments. But getting into the details, on the digital screen you can adjust this anywhere from 1 to 150 PSI and steps of 0.5 as well. And there's 5 different settings built in for a car, motorcycle, bike, ball, and a custom setting which gives you the recommended inflation range for each as well. So as an example, in my car, the front driver tire is 4 PSI below the recommended range. And just like that, I can grab it from my glove box and be back up to speed in no time versus, having to go to a gas station and use their air compressor and wait in line for 20 minutes because it's winter. Odds are, in the cold weather, you're starting to see your tire pressure start to decrease. So instead of waiting in line for 20 minutes at Wawa, I can fill up my tire in just 2 minutes with this. And you can completely fill up a tire from 0 to 36 PSI in just around 5 minutes. So this is gonna save you a bunch of time and always be there when needed. Now, also built in, you have a flashlight and these SOS modes, which flashes this really bright red LED light to alert people or flag them down in case of emergency. This is a great little bonus to have. Again, you never plan for something to go wrong, and that's what makes this so great. It's got you covered for all your mobile needs. And obviously having a flashlight is great in case your phone is dead, you break down to the side of the road, you need that extra light outside to see, what you're doing, even if it is just filling up air in your tire. And speaking of which, if your phone does die when you're out, I mentioned before, it's a 6,000 milliamp hour battery as well. So you can use the included USB ports to charge your phone on the go, to give it that extra juice if you need it, or just to act as a battery bank if you're on the go as well. So definitely understandable why this was the #1 most purchased item out of all of the cool tech under 50 items that we showed off this year. I mean, not only is it a great thing just to have just in case, but like you saw, so many different use cases, and it may sound like a broken record, but this is another fantastic gift idea to buy somebody for the holidays. Who can't take advantage of something like that, If you have a young driver in your life, someone just starting off, really it doesn't matter. Having this in a pinch could be a lifesaver. And guys, that'll wrap it up for this video of cool tech under 50 for all of 2023, highlighting the top 10 items you guys loved this year. Like I said before, I'll have them all listed for you guys in the description down below so you can check them out. Add them last minute to your wish list. Good gift ideas to buy somebody else, as I've repeated throughout this entire episode. Hopefully it helps you out. And guys, I have a bunch of leftover tech from 2023. So many things from our top 5 with our top 5 keyboards, mice, headsets. I'm gonna have a massive whatnot stream coming up first or second week of January. I'll drop my link to that down below if you wanna get some of this really cool tech starting at just $1. If you liked today's video, if it helped you out, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on X at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a happy holiday season.